Right. We stopped with the mudari' ma'ruf yesterday, right?
That's the first person. The first person.
Mudari'? Yeah, we did. It was here even today. Al-Suru Nasr. Read the first person. So, mudari'. Now it's time to go to mudari'. We'll pick out the same example. Let's try to go to 17. So mudari' will have a form like this. And we know that over here things will change and this will change. This will change between ya, ta, alif, and nun, right? This will stay there. Nun, sad, ra will be there. The root letters will always be there, no matter what fi'l we're talking about. So, for yansuru we have this. The dual for this one would be, you just add alif and nun at the end, right? Yansurani. We did that yesterday. Yansuru, yansurani, yansuruna. Tansuru, tansurani, yansurna. For third person. And then for second person we will have tansuru, tansurani, tansuruna, tansurina, tansurani, tansurna. And then for first person we will have ansuru, nansuru. So we have that, right? From yesterday. So to change that to majhul, this is what we do. All of these that the madi, the mudari' will begin with ta and alif and nun. In ma'ruf, these things will have fatha, right? Like yansuru, ansuru, nansuru, and tansuru. So to make it to change to majhul, this is what you do. The first thing you do is change over here to a dhamma. Whatever you have here, step number one is change it to a dhamma. Okay? Second step is to change this, which is the ayn, or the second letter, or the third letter if you want to count the alif, ya, ta, nun. Change whatever it may have. It could have a fatha, kasra, or dhamma. Change it to a fatha. If it has a fatha, then leave it. If it has a kasra or dhamma, change it to a fatha. And that's the only thing you need to do. Any mudari' form that you get, and a thulathi, these are the only two steps you need to take. The thing that begins the mudari' is ya, ta, alif, and nun. That's the sign of mudari'. That's the way to tell if a fi'l is mudari'. So that in ma'ruf will have a fatha. The ya, ta, and alif, and nun will have a fatha in ma'ruf. Change the fatha to a kasra. And then skip the next letter because it has a sukoon in both ma'ruf and majhul. So there's no change required. And then the next letter, based on what the dictionary definition of the fi'l is, to have a fatha, have a kasra, have a dhamma. Just change it to a fatha. If it has a fatha, leave it. If it has a kasra or dhamma, change it to a fatha. And that's the only two things you need to do to change it to majhul. So, originally now, before we changed it, this was yansuru, right? which means, what would yansuru mean? Mudari.
He helps.
He helps.
Or he will help.
Or he will help. So to change it to majhul, what do you need to do?
Yunsar.
You take the exact form, the only changes you need is change this one to a dhamma, one is the same. Change this one to a fatha, this stays the same. So nothing else changes. Those are the only things that change. Here, here. The yansuru changes to yunsaru. He is helped, or he will be helped.
Now, the third letter, will we change from Madi to
From ma'ruf to majhul.
Ma'ruf to Majhul, then we do the kasra, right? The third, second letter, the sukoon first and the second letter, the kasra.
Fatha. There's no kasra involved here. You just change the first one, which is the ya, ta, nun, alif, which mudari begins with. All mudari forms should begin with ya, or ta, or alif, or nun. You change the fatha of that to dhamma, skip the next letter, and the next one, which will be the third letter starting from ya, ta, alif, nun. If you count that, this will be the third letter, give it a dhamma. Give it a fatha if it has a fatha, if it doesn't have a fatha already. If it doesn't have a fatha already. So yansuru is changed to yunsar. Now let's see some more examples. Yaktubu. What does yaktubu mean?
He writes.
He writes. This is ma'ruf or majhul?
Ma'ruf.
Ma'ruf.
Ma'ruf, because the doer of the action is the subject, right? He writes. So to change it to majhul, what two steps you need to take? So dhamma there. And fatha and kasra. This is all you need to do. Erase this and erase this. Dhamma here, fatha here. Now it means he was written or it was written, okay? Okay, he was written wouldn't make sense in English, but in Arabic it does make sense. Okay? Yuktabul kitabu makes sense because the pronoun huwa in English it means he, but in Arabic it refers to anything. It could refer to anything that has a name, that has a masculine name. In Arabic, every ism is either feminine or masculine, whether it's a human being or animals or inanimate objects. It depends on the noun. It depends on the ism. For example, al-kitab. For al-kitab, you can say yuktabu al-kitab. But for al-risala, for example, you would say tuktabu al-risala. Okay? So yuktabu, he was written. In English doesn't make sense, but in Arabic it does, because that he doesn't really mean he in Arabic. He or huwa means that thing that has a masculine name. For example,